All right. So I took notes like for the last one that I was working on. This one I'm just like kind of riffing um, because it's not that important, but it's interesting to me, and probably to some people out there because everybody is fascinated with Hollywood and Disney and Star Wars as it all burns to the ground. So I just wanted to offer a couple thoughts about both movie theaters and movies, but just kind of the whole like Star Wars phenomenon as it burns to the ground. Star Wars is dead. I think everybody just needs to come to terms with that. Star Wars is dead. Star Wars is dead. I'm not the first person to say that, but I would like to become its most outspoken evangelist. Star Wars is dead. Disney killed it. The anti life people in Hollywood killed it. Okay? That's what happened. Hateful people driven by an anti life philosophy killed Star Wars. The dark side won. We can still defeat them. In fact, we're beating them now, but heavy casualties. So, anyway, this is just, I guess, an introduction to saying I went to see Revenge of the Sith yesterday. And yes, I gave those white slavers at Disney, I guess, $3, right? It costs $6 at the theater. And I think Disney gets half of that. So, yes, I gave $3 to Disney. So hopefully I can take $3 back today in negative propaganda against them. First off, I'd like to plug, even though I'm going to kind of crap on them a bit, I'd like to plug the Cinemark chain of movie theaters. It's really the only one I go to anymore. I don't think AMC or Regal can be trusted. I've had so many bad experiences at both those places with dim bulbs or 3D lenses left on projectors or the house lights that never go down. I mean, AMC and Regal, it's a crapshoot. You don't know what you're going to get. While Cinemark, I'd never been burned. Never. I always found their bulbs bright and the screen pop, like that's how you can tell. Well, anyway, we'll get to that in a second. And also, I personally think Cinemark XD projection is the best of them all. I think it's better than IMAX. I think it's better than Dolby. I really personally feel that the Cinemark's XD experience is the best movie going experience you can pay for in the United States of America, among the chain theaters. So, all that is a way of saying that yesterday I went to see Revenge of the Jedi at a Cinemark theater, and it was bad. It was bad. I was sitting in Cinema 4 or House 4 at the Cinemark Southgate Theaters in, I guess, North Austin. It might be in another town, but it's north of Austin City. And it looked garbagey. It really did. It looked shadowy and not good. And I looked back, because I thought maybe they had a 3D lens on the projector, but no, it just like looked like dull. So the bulb needed to be replaced. Although that isn't what I thought at first. I thought at first that uh, uh, maybe was this movie always dark, and I just didn't recall. Like maybe because it's a dark film narratively and thematically. Like maybe Lucas was like, "Oh, I just want this one to look darker." So about maybe an hour into the movie, I had to go to the bathroom. Usually I'll wait, but it was like one of those horrible, boring, poorly acted sequences between the Darth Vader guy, Anakin Skywalker, and whoever it is that Natalie Portman plays, and they're just like, I mean, this isn't my line, but and pardon the profanity because I said I didn't want to swear, but this is such a great film critic line. I remember somebody reviewing, I think actually it was the second Star Wars movie with in the prequels or whatever, with Hayden Christensen and Natalie Portman romancing each other, and some critic like the acting is so bad. It's like watching puppets fuck. You know, like that sums it up perfectly. God, they're terrible. But we'll get to that in a second. So I got up to go to the bathroom because I really don't care about this romantic relationship between these two puppets. Um, and stepping out of the men's room, I noticed, oh, look, down the hallway a little bit, there's another showing of Star Wars going on. Uh, and so I just like poked my head into that and it looked great. It was bright, the colors popped, the screen popped. So I just walked into that one and watched like another hour that I had already seen and then watched it to the end. And I would say that, boy, that's a long introduction, right? We're already past the 5 minute mark. And I swear to you, this thing is not going past 10 minutes. It is not going past 10 minutes. So, Revenge of the Jedi. Not a great movie, really. I gave it 3 stars when it came out back when I was a film critic back in the day, but I'm not sure it's a 3 star movie. It might be a 2.5 star movie. I will say that the performances, except for the villain, are terrible. Like everybody, and there are good actors in this. I mean, Ewan McGregor, who I don't particularly like, is still a good actor. Sam Jackson, who I used to like more than I do now, just because everywhere you turn for a while you would see Sam Jackson, is a good actor. But they're bad in this. They are like bad in this. But um, nobody's as bad as Hayden Christensen. I mean, that guy's like amateur, and nothing personal, Hayden. I mean, you might be a great guy, but like, man, like awful, handsome and like lightweight, nothing there. And so like when that's your like key character in this movie, like his struggle between good and evil or life and anti-life, um, like it needs to pivot on that. Like we need to see that burning in him, burning in him. We don't see it. I mean, really, like bad. Um, and she's bad. Natalie Portman, an Oscar winner, is so bad in this. Uh, um, so that's it. I mean, so like that's there's this like I guess an android creature or a half robot or something named General Grievous in this movie, and General Grievous like is a more interesting character and better voice acted than almost any human being in Revenge of the Sith. And the only like really good performance comes from I think the guy's name is Ian McDormand or something like that. He plays the villain who becomes Palpatine. All this just sounds like really like dumb when you kind of just talk it out, doesn't it? Um, he's good. That guy's good. Old British pro. I mean, that guy is good. And the special effects are amazing. And that was why I went to see the movie because I was like, I really believe the effects from 20 years ago in Revenge of the Sith are much better than almost all the effects that we see today, particularly in Disney movies where the effects are bad a lot of the times, really, and just like not convincing. The effects in Revenge of the Sith are phenomenal, like seamless, just like really, really good, exceptional stuff. Um, which is weird because it was 20 years ago, and it's better than what you see today. Um, so like that's basically about it. Revenge of the Sith, okay movie, sunk by a black hole in the central performance and bad performances throughout. And you know, George Lucas was a good director when it came to mise en scène, like the setting up of a shot and working from shot to tell your story in a narrative and organic fashion. He was very good at that. I mean, George Lucas was a very good director of things. He was not a good director of people. And he wasn't good at casting people either. I mean, if you look into um, like the casting throughout the prequels, I mean, nobody thought that kid Jake Lloyd in the first movie was good. Nobody except George Lucas, and that's who they picked, and was bad. Um, the second one, what is it? Attack of the Clones. That movie is so boring. Like it's almost unwatchable. I mean, like it is an atrocity. That movie's terrible. I would arguably say, in some ways, Attack of the Clones is the worst of the 9 movies because it's boring. It's just like really boring. There's no emotional resonance in it whatsoever, and the performances are like inhuman. Like they're puppets. They really are like puppets. Um, uh, I mean, for all the attacks on the Last Jedi, which I hate and is an anti-life movie, at least it wasn't boring. I was not bored by The Last Jedi. Um, and I can't really speak to that last Jar Jar Abrams McGrath abortion Rise of Skywalker because I just couldn't watch it. I was watching some of it and I was like, why am I doing this myself? This is terrible. This is awful. This is a hack. You know, a hack. Jar Jar Abrams McGrath is a hack. He's truly an awful, awful parasite, you know, and I love how it went black when I said that. How appropriate. What synchronicity, you know? I doubt you'd ever see this Jar Jar, but let me tell you, go away. Go away. You are bad man. You're a bad man. And you've only brought us more bad men and women, right? Go away. Go away. You know, go join a monastery. Go live on a kibbutz. Just go away. Go away. It's not going to get easier for you. None of us are going to let up. You're untalented. You're cancer. So that's it. Are we past 10 minutes? 11 and a half. Sorry. Out.